Hi, today let's look at the enhanced functions in time series data analysis. Time series data analysis requires your data has a time field. It can be a time, can be a date, or can be any granularity. As long as we can recognize format, we can convert it to the time value. So I have a sample data set which has the transaction information. Once I connected the data, you can see it generated the first recommended query. It's the timeline of my total expense or income, some of them. We can quickly look into the data, check the data first. As you can see, it's account, name, category, amount, currency, date, and merchant. So in this demo, I'm going to break down the timeline view into merchant and see how it works. Some samples data here, by the way. So first thing first, let's look at the time series data. You probably all noticed that time range, this box, this filter is only generated when the current data set is time series data. And you may also notice that there's a very, very special time field. This one indicates we have a time series data analysis in current session. If we look into this time series settings, you will notice that we have continuous time setting, which means by continuous time, I mean from the start time to the end time in query range. It just chunk by the unit, right? So if you select auto, it probably just based on the automatically peak window. But you can specify 1 hour, 1 day, weekly, 30 days. In this case, it is continuous. It doesn't have boundary because it just chunked the data by the unit. But now we also have another choices, which is bounded time. Bounded time will be organized the data points, aggregate them into a specific unit we specify. So let's take a look at the bounded time choices. As you can see, now we can feed data into by unit of hour, day, week, months. You can see this is all different generation, quarter. So let's see if I want to look into the quarter by quarter, kind of like aggregation results. By the way, this is all some amount of the expense. So we can say this is my expense total. All right, just choose this $sign for that. Okay, now if we look into this, we will. By the way, for this kind of wheel, I probably want to use in bar because I feel this looks better for me. And now I want to break into matched view. At the first session, you probably will see it doesn't pivot by anything, so it generated a combined key. But now if we pivot by time, you can see by each quarter, like how much I spend on each merchant, right? This is a view for that. And also, I'm only interested in a few of them, so I can continue, go ahead to filter them. For example, I'm interested in Uber, McDonald's, Starbucks, like these three. So I can get a view of these three, the three merchant by each quarter in order. Now the interesting thing is once we have the bounded time selections, we can actually pivot it revertedly, which means if I want to see for each merchant, like how do I spend on each quarter, then you can easily to just like pivot them. Very, very simple. Just switch the pivot key, and then you can see you're breaking down by different things. Yeah, I think this is the filter will help us to focus on some specific quarters we care about. So this is the enhanced feature for time series. So make it super simple for you to slice and dice and exploring your time series data. Here I also want to drop some smart widget. So when I do the the pivot by different key, I can see the aggregation results displayed as widget here as well. Similarly, if I switch back, you can see this is the total across all the quarters, like how much I spend on with each merchant. So it's super convenient for us to analyze time series data. If you have time series data, you just need to put your time value in one column, and when you import the data, you can just specify that, or the system actually can automatically detect if we have supported like formats like date time, or ISO format or US format. I hope this demo is helpful. Thank you.